And welcome back to Rob and Elliott tonight. Just before the break, we heard a brand new song called Have a Shot on Me from Stephen Conley, and I'm pleased to say he joins us now in the studio. How are you?
Great, Robin. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you. It's been about 2 years since the last time.
About 2 years. I was right before my wedding 2 years ago, if I remember.
It was, yes.
Yeah, same deal. We had a new EP out and a new video, and it's taken 2 years, but a very lot's happened in those 2 years. But,
it has indeed, and it's safe to say it hasn't been an easy 2 years for you.
Not at all. A whirlwind.
Yeah.
You know. I think the last video we did, you aired it, and it actually aired on the night of my wedding.
Yes, yeah.
So we watched that as a wedding.
Oh, wow.
So we had a lot of people watching. That was good. But yeah, sadly, 6 months after the wedding, my wife passed away.
She was battling cancer, wasn't she?
She was. She battled it a couple of times over the space since COVID started, really, until November 22. Yeah, she spent sort of her last while in the hospice in the Somerton Road, a fantastic place. Yeah, they don't get the funding that they need, you know. They do a fantastic job. Yeah. For not just for the patient, but for the whole family. Even now, after, they do an amazing, and the kids' hospice, amazing. So yeah, to be sure, it shook me, obviously.
Exactly, yeah.
I didn't really know what to do, what to go for. I have a cafe in Belfast. It's been about 5 years now. So even with that, I didn't know what to do. I was like, well, I get another job. Well, I don't know what to do. Music was in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
But then as time rolled on, it got into sort of about a year ago, and I found myself just starting to want to write again. Yeah. Not so much as trying to force myself and I need to write something, I need to finish this, even if it's poetry or a video idea or a song. But then it started to flow, and it started to flow songwriting of things that I never usually write about.
Yes, yeah.
Things that would be hard, but it's right almost. Yeah. So it's like a vocation now almost. Yeah.
And you do a lot to keep Sharon's memory alive as well. I know you did this big walk as well to the Carlingford.
Yeah, this will be the third year now.
Right, yeah.
So from Belfast, from my coffee shop in Berry Street to Ma Baker's bar in Carlingford.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
that's a long walk.
It's a long walk.
How long does it take?
It takes we'd split it over 2 days.
Right.
So Belfast to Banbridge.
Yeah.
And then overnight in Banbridge, a hotel sponsors us. Then the next morning, about 14 hours. Straight through Newry, O'Meath, and to Ma Baker's, and they treat us incredibly. They sponsor us as well. They give us a section of the bar, and if you know, it's a small bar, so they don't need to do that, but they do.
But there's bound to be a pint of Guinness or 6 at the end.
Oh, there's a few now. There's a few, but tired feet, you know.
And you're doing it again, are you?
This is the third year. So I did it the first year, and after the first year, obviously the pain the second day. It did not trump the thoughts of, when can we do this again? Let's do it again. Who are we going to do it for this time? So the first year we did it for the hospice, there's 5 of us. Last year there was 16 of us.
Wow.
And so we're actually just starting to get things underway now for planning it for the third year, which will be at the start of July.
And if anybody wants to join you, can they just come along and join you?
It's open to anybody. This year I'm going to do it for the kids' hospice.
Yeah.
Once again, it's part of the hospice, which is not greatly funded, and for the work that they do, they deserve it. Like, you know, yeah.
Let's talk about the new single and the video that we saw just before the break there.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody, in fact, everybody's watched Blue Lights. Yeah. So they're going to recognise the guy in that video, aren't they?
Yeah. So
how did you get him?
A lot of emails, a lot of hounding, but no. To be fair, Martin I think is one of the best actors to come out of Belfast.
And Blue Lights, one of the best shows ever come out of Belfast as well, isn't it? You know, the writing is so good.
Yeah, I feel like for being from Belfast, we're very self-critical about TV shows. Obviously you have Line of Duty there, but it's filmed here, but it's not based here. Yeah. But with Blue Lights, it was so authentic, and the storyline, everybody can relate to at least one character in that show. Yeah. And so there was a connection through Sharon again. I think she's blessing me somewhere. Her and Martin would have known each other years ago from growing up around Divis. Yeah. And after the first season of Blue Lights, I basically just got in touch, told him the story, and he had heard. So we started talking back and forth, and I had got maybe half of the EP written and partly recorded at this stage, and I was just thinking about videos, and I was like, it'd be amazing if we could get Martin in here.
Yeah.
I'd made that tiny connection,
Yeah.
and I was like, I need to run with this, and I need to. So that was in September, and then after Christmas, when Blue Lights finished up filming, we got to the start of January, and we started talking again, and we were briefly talking about videos, and then I don't know, he started coming up with ideas, and he was like, I would love to do this. Great. Martin, not only about acting, but Martin really stands up for all arts, all Belfast and Irish-based arts. And he tries to promote, he tries to help in any way. And we did that video in about 2 or 3 hours in my friend's house. Nuala Donnelly, she is my friend's fiance, and she is a fantastic director. Mostly, she works with like the Accidental Theatre and Grand Opera House, and this was the first music video she did. Yeah. And she did a great job.
Yeah,
obviously,
exactly,
Martin McCann in your first music, but it was great. And he's such a natural actor, you know. Like we barely had a script for him, and there's scenes in the video where he's looking at a TV screen of an old video cassette. That's bringing back memories. Like he did that with a blank screen, you know what I mean? And it's amazing. But the song quality, I think it's my best work. Yeah. And as I say, it's been going since August time when I first recorded it. It took me over 6 months to record it, and then the video. So I'm happy it's been out for a week now. Yeah. We got some really good hits on YouTube for the video. Yeah. Really good. And yeah, I'm not up for stopping anytime soon. I feel like I'm just starting to get another flavour of it again.
Brilliant. What about long-term goals? What's the hopes, the plans? Or?
Well, I think the younger I was, the more embarrassed I probably was about actually speaking about your goals and about speaking about what you want to do. I think the older that you get, it's not that you stop caring what people think, it's more important to you. So you don't care what people think, because...
I mean, you've been through what you've been through in the past 2 years. You kind of realise what's important to you, don't you?
Yeah, of course. And I feel like that shows in the songwriting, in the lyrics, and just in the time I've taken to not rush things, which I've done in the past. Like I've been playing just bands in school for 18 years now, you know, and I do feel like this is my best work. Yeah, I'm excited. So
we've got 2 EPs to look forward to then.
One EP that's out now, and I have another EP that's nearly recorded now. It's a small instrumentation I need to add to it. Excellent. And then hopefully another video, you know. So it's an exciting time, but I just must remind myself not to slow down. Yeah. It's far too easy to stop.
Exactly, you know?
As Van Morrison said, it's too late to stop now.
Indeed. You know? Now, how are you going to top that last video? That's, you're going to have to go with some pretty special ideas, or who are you going to get to appear in the next one?
I'm going to have to start emailing Liam Neeson or something, you know. But, there'll be something in the back pocket. There'll be something there, you know.
Brilliant. Well, as always, Stephen, it's good to see you.
Well,
thank you for coming in, and the best of luck.
And all the support. Thanks, man.
Thank you.